now that I have that fixed, we can finish work on this room over here. I honestly did not think it would take me this long to get this done. But, oh well. Not like I'm going anywhere. Do that, and then... Although I don't think that's going to work. I think I'm going to... No, I made it. Okay. I thought I would get stuck on that. Hopefully I don't get stuck coming back. Oh, yep. Okay, so that is not going to work. Luckily, I've got plenty. So we'd have to do this. This one I should be able to get away with it because it's a straight shot. The other one, it's those silly stare angles that get you. So this one should be okay, and that one should be okay. Let's do the walls and then the floor. Here, I'm just going to move this light over. What do I have for... I've got chiseled. I don't want to do the chisel because it's already on the floor. Maybe well, I thought I had polish, but let's do the polish. I guess the polished tuft. Like that. There. Oh no. Nope. There. I have something different for above the door. Oh no, I can leave that. We can leave that there. No, I think I want that. Let's get rid of this. Okay, yeah. I just have to be a little odd over here because it doesn't open into the middle of the room. So you end up with this weird angle. And then for above the door, put some calcite. Like that. And then for the roof, I think I'm just going to do slabs for the roof. You know, like, go around the edge with tuft. There. Is that right? No. Where there. Let's do it there so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then here. It's good. No, I don't like that. Yeah, that's much better. I don't. It was a little too heavy on that end if I closed it off. Oops. Like that. Oh, come on. That's irritating. Irritating that I can't actually place a block where it belongs. And then yeah, just to give it a little design up there. Oh no. I think I'm gonna have to do something like that. There. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to carry that across there too. That's not exactly what I wanted to do, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That means I need to do this here, same thing. Let's put an extra light here, an extra light there. And then we can just wall this whole thing up like so. This one has to come out because I need the button there. Like that. Then we can do the same thing on this wall. Well, I don't think this button's going to work, is it? Nope. There, that should work. Like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then I was just going to go around like that. There. And then I thought about doing a design like I did on the ceiling with this. However, putting a border around the rails kind of takes that out of the picture. Let's do that. Kind of carry that along there. And then do this like so. Oh gosh. One short. How irritating. Out of all that, one short. But I think that does, okay, even so, that finishes this up. So we have this, this transit station is all complete. I need to carry down the hallway down there. I don't know. I'm debating whether to do this design down the hallway or change it up. I might just carry that design all the way down the hallway. Or I might do something else. I have to think about that. Let me clean things up around here, figure out what I'm going to do, and be back. So I've not locked down what I want to do on the ceiling, but for the walls, I am going to carry on kind of the design I had going, on these halls back here, because I kind of like having that little touch of wood there. Makes it look kind of nice. It was dark over here. We're going to do that just temporarily because it should go away once I start putting the lights in. So we're going to do this. Well, if I can place the blocks where they need to be. So far, it's identical over there where we have, the polished here and the tuft up above. Oh, there it is. How they get way over there? It'd be kind of nice if you had a separate toolbar for your tools that didn't hold your blocks, but it was permanent, so like a second. So like if you wanted to get to your tools, you could hit like, and when you're in inventory, hit like the Alt key and it would pull up a second just for your tools toolbar. It would show down here when you're in your inventory, but if you wanted to manage it here, you could put Alt and it'd show up and you could scroll to it. And then your current one would be on there. That would be nice if they did kind of stuff like that instead of whatever they're trying to do now with the updates. This like that, and I think I've got one light, so we would do like a lantern here, that's good, and then maybe a gap of 2, and then right here we'll just pull this out and pull this out like that. And we're just going to fill all this in. I probably don't need all of this, but fill this in here. And then we'll put an armor stand with some armor on it. Because I've got plenty of armor, and I got plenty of armor stands. Like that. And I think that will give it a different, and then maybe like that. Yeah, something like that. And then go over 2 more. And then this would be, so a 3. So this would be where the light is. And then we'd have our light here. And then we'd have another armor stand. So we're going to have quite a bit of armor stands. And then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side over here. Yeah, so like here. That's going to be actually close, but... yeah, so like, is that going to be right straight across? Yeah. Take that out. How's that? 1, 2, yeah. Actually, that goes all the way up there. So then we have another armor stand here. And we would do like that. Bring that across here, like that. So 1, 2, actually that's over too many. And then right there would be the light. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so then we'd have the light. Oh, was I right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Why'd I do that? That's not right. That's just not right at all. There, much better. There. So we can just carry this on all the way down. So it kind of has a similar look to this hallway, but then you get into a more, like with these armor stands and stuff going through here. Like it's a hallway to honor fallen warriors or something like that. Or even like in a castle, don't they have like suits of armor down hallways and stuff like that? I haven't been in a castle. Well, all the castles I've been in are not like traditional medieval type castles. They're just castles. So, but I've seen pictures, or I've seen them in like movies and stuff, and it looks like they'll have like a big hallway with banners and suits of armor and all that kind of jazz. So this is kind of similar. No banners, but we will have the suits of armor. Although if I get really energetic about it, I could put like a banner above each one of these guys. Except the banner would hang... I'd have to take this out, and then the banner would hang there. That might... Or if I hang the banner there, that might look pretty good. Although that wouldn't give me room for a ceiling. And I do want a ceiling in here. And it's probably going to be diorite, or I may carry the birch. I may just make a straight birch ceiling through here. So if I do... How big is it? It's only 3 across, so I could like put a solid block up there and then 2 slabs over here to get just a slight arch. I might do that. So anyhow, I am going to keep on. I need to make more composters and stuff. I thought I made more than I need, but I am definitely going to need a lot more than I made. So I'm going to keep on working on this, and I'll be back when I'm done, I think, because you kind of get the gist of it so far. I don't like this. Okay. Be very quiet. Maybe he won't show up. Okay, that's good. Okay. Whew. That was a little scary. So as I said, I did the... Oh, I hear a zombie. He must be in the walls or something, because I haven't seen him wandering around the hallways. Oh well, he'll just have to live there. It's like I explained earlier, I'm doing the roof with the birch, just to give it a slight curve or slight arch. And then I went through and added in all the statues. I thought of putting candles in front of each one like I did at the other hallway down there. And I may go back and do that later on. But for now, I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is, just to give it... I mean, I just want to make something different than all the other stuff. I mean, the style is similar and follows the vein of what I did before. So you can see it just sort of gradually changing. And then we'll get down here where we're going to continue it on. So I'll push it down like this. And then you end up over here, where this is all going to be opened up because we have this right there. So I need to open all this up and then figure out, this is going to go... So it probably goes out to here, because I usually push it out 8 or 9 in each direction. So this stairway may actually disappear, and we'll just push it straight this way and then down over to here. Because we have the stairs there that go up to the next area. And then we have the one spot down here where the corner is. I need to figure out what to do about this corner. I didn't want to put it in. I didn't want to just run this through each wall like that. I think this is going to look a little different because this leads up into our the kind of overgrown... what do I call this? I call this the scenic route. This leads into the scenic route here. So I want to kind of fix this stairway here and fix this area right down here. But that will be in the next episode. I think I've done all I can do for today. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.